back. Welcome everybody to another Geometry Dash stream. Today, we're gonna be building a level, but it's not gonna be like all the other times we've built a level, because all the other times we build them and we play them for a little bit, and then we don't do anything with them. This time, I want to build the level. I want to make it perfect. And then I also want to actually decorate it and verify it and make it hard. So we're shooting high here for this one. This is gonna be different than the other ones that we've done. Hold up, there's some shit I gotta do. I gotta plug in the computer. I gotta plug in the computer. Plugged in. Charging. What is up? Here, wait up. Let me put up chat so I can read what you're saying. I won't be here for I don't know how long since I'm going driving. For your permit! Congratulations. Epic. I got my permit kind of late, but not too late. I mean, it was 16 instead of 15 because that's when I can get it where I live. All right. Anyways, we're gonna start the timer and then we're gonna start making the level now. We're gonna see how long it takes just to do the layout. We're also gonna do like a really good song. But so you're gonna is it not 9 p.m. for you? Can you get your permit at like 9 p.m.? I gotta find the song that I found the other day. I found a song that I really liked, and we could totally use it for this. I think it was this one. I feel like we need something better though. This one's really good though. This one's kind of good so far. I low-key don't like the ones with lyrics because I feel like it's just too much. This one's pretty good. It has been like 30 seconds of not that much. I feel like we could do something cool with it though. I don't know. I feel like we need something with more emotion. Like this one's really good, but it is a little repetitive too. This one's pretty dope though. Hold on, wait up. Where is it? I wanna save it. Yeah, we're just gonna use it so then it saves to my recently used bullshit so I can use it again for another level probably. Okay, wait up. Let it cook. I want to give him a chance, you know? Okay, wait up. Guys, does this smell like up dog in here? Because it says up dog. Hold on. Hold on, this one might slap. I just gotta wait for the drop. Might be good. This might be it. This might be the one. Chat, do we like this song? I feel like I'm not gonna be able to make good gameplay for this song. Or, this has a huge file size compared to some of the other ones. It also will not download. Let's at least see what this drop sounds like. Oh wait, this kinda tough. Come on, bro. Chat, we might use this. Chat, I think we use this one. It's kind of tough. We're gonna listen to like a couple more. But I think that's the one. Is it in use? Yeah, good. Okay, I think we got the song. We got the song. This'll work. I don't know when I want to start it though. Hold on. I don't know if I want to be at the beginning or... We could start at the beginning. Let me just see how long it takes for this shit to actually like build up and get there. Hold on. You know what? Let's just start from the beginning. Fuck it. I want this shit to be difficult too. Like I want this to be hard for me. I want this to take a long time. Low key. You know what we need to do? We need to turn hitboxes on. Log in. Show hitboxes. Perfect. So this way we can kind of get a better idea of like how tight the gaps actually are. Yeah, those gaps got to be a lot tighter than that. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll just want to make this, like, a lot tighter. That's probably, like, way too easy. I don't know, let's try it in normal mode, let's see what it's like. Yeah, that's way too easy. We're gonna need something a lot harder than that. Even though a lot harder is just gonna be like moving it like an eighth or so. I mean, we could even do that. Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad. This click can be like significantly easier, that's fine. This kind of reminded me of like deadlock bullshit, but we're gonna do it anyways. That's about what I wanted. Hold up. Are you guys feeling what I'm laying down here? You guys getting the idea? So we kind of do some bullshit like that. Can I do this? I'm not sure. But are we gonna try it? Sure. Sure, we can try it. Hold on. Does that look like decent shit? Hold on. I think we fucked it up a little bit. Let me see what it's like. Oh my god, I'm so bad at that shit. It's also just not centered. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Alright. We're just gonna have to lock in while we play it for real. That is the route we're taking. Well, I'm gonna make it like way more difficult than I should, honestly. Cause I'm not very good. But I want to make a hard level. You know? Even if I'm not good at it. I want to make a hard one and then just, you know, take my time beating it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I do feel as though this is definitely going to be too difficult. Also, this gap is kind of off. So we're going to have to fix that. Edit, swipe. Grab all of these. Is that right? I mean, those look like they line up. Hold on. That's it, right? Hold on, I'm not gonna be able to do this shit. Wait up. This is gonna be like way too hard. Hold on. This is so bad. Yeah, this is gonna take a minute. Oh, hold on. There's no way we're doing that twice, bro. This shit is ridiculous. I know this is not even that difficult, but I've never done any wave shit like this before. Okay, I could do it over practice, though. I could do it over some practice. We could also just consider making the gaps a little larger, just so that it's easier for now. I could always buff it later if I really felt the necessity to do so. Hey, that was like pretty good. We probably would have died here and here, but fuck. We'll get it. We'll get it later. That's gonna be my fucking excuse for half of this shit, bro. Is like, oh, I'll get good at it later. I just want to build it right now. These reps are good though. Hold on. Now we flip it upside down here. And we go into ball, keeping it mini. And then I also want to slow it down. So that's like the idea. Okay, why was I not upside down? Eh? Is that not the right portal? That's literally the right portal. Why are we... Oh, it's because I was holding and I clicked off of that here. Can we do like... Stop, jump? Is this what we want here? So that we can't like accidentally press it? And then we can put that there. Hold on. I'm trying to make up a click pattern here. I mean, that would work. This shit is gonna be way too difficult for me for now. But we're just gonna have to roll with it. Like, that's gonna be my excuse for right now. It's just like, we'll do it later. But eventually we'll beat it. It'll take a long time. But I'm low-key down for that. We really don't need that there because we already have this little spike here. If anything, we could put in something here just for, like, decoration. You know, just to keep it from looking empty. That's, like, too much, though. And... that's pretty good. And then we'll probably want something over here. But that looks a little too easy compared to everything around it. That would... Ooh, that is possible. Hold on. This is not gonna go well once it comes to, like, actually trying to beat this shit. Do we want that there? I mean, I guess we could throw it in. I just worry about, like, stupid shit. Hold on. Then we'll delete this too and put one of these. We could probably also do like a scaled down slope right here. You know, I might just put that in now so that we don't forget. Something like that. You know? I feel like that'd be pretty cool. And we could also, you know, put one here. Put some slopes in. Give it some, like, depth almost, you know? We can also add one here. And then add a spike on it. Just for, like, you know, looks. It's now mirrored here, which makes it look cooler in my opinion. And then we could also do something similar for this right here. And this too. So you just have to like land on the corner there and bounce off of it. And then to make it so that's a necessity, we could do like some bullshit like this. Right? That looks pretty good. That looks like some shit we're not gonna be able to do for a hot minute. But then again, that's like kind of what I'm going for. Because I want this shit to be like the most difficult thing I will have ever beaten. And it's going pretty well so far. I also want to like actually complete this shit at some point. You know, actually decorate it too, you know? Like, all the stream levels we've done up to this point, we have not decorated. How did I do that with the jump buffer? I thought the jump buffer, like, disables that. Did I do the wrong thing? Like, I thought, like... Oh, I forgot. I can't do Command Z because sometimes if I press Command Z, it'll, like, fucking spam delete everything I recently built. I don't know why. Yeah, there's not one there. Okay. Does anybody know how to fix that? Because I really don't know what to do there. I really don't know what to do there. I mean, it wouldn't be that, would it? It wouldn't be this. Like, that shouldn't help it. Yeah, that definitely doesn't do anything. Chat, do you know how to fix that? Because the jump buffer doesn't look like it's working. But now it's fine. Hold on, wait up. Did we just fucking do that? Okay, yeah, we definitely died there. Definitely died there. We made the first click and the last click. Good work. It looks like the jump buffer works, though. Okay, wait. We're not doing this in normal mode. Let's try it with, like, a start pose. Shall we? Oh, that is just not mini. Hold on. Hold on a second. I can't tell what the fuck I'm selecting. Okay, eventually we'll click on the right thing. I think we got it. Oh. Is it not an edit? Okay, there we go. Mini mode. Okay. Lock in. Everybody lock in. We're gonna get it. Ah! The last click. Fuck. I'm clicking too early. Okay, just wait back on that. Ah, dude, I keep not waiting. It's really tight because I feel like I'm gonna fall off that slope. Also, is this good gameplay or is this shit ass? Somebody gotta tell me. Fuck. How do... Oh, you can like low-key wait a minute. Okay, there we even clipped the block. Shit. Okay, what up? Okay, we need to prep for the next part. We need to not be able to hit that block. So maybe that means moving this over and then moving that over as well. That way you can't hit the block. And we can do the same thing up here just for like aesthetically pleasing, you know, but it kind of has this like slant to it. That way you can't hit the block and it looks like intentional. It doesn't look like the spike is just off a little bit because this also follows that same slope pattern. That's kind of my idea with it. Yeah, let's brainstorm the next part though. This shit is like way too difficult. I mean, this could even be a little more difficult as well. If we just take both of these, line them up on the block, you can see that this top one is like an 1/8 off. We can probably just move that back. And then what was it, like a quarter? Something like that? Hold on. Let me see exactly where that was. We kind of cooked on that wave part. Holy shit, we actually did the wave part! What? Okay, we are jumping way too early, which is kind of what I thought would happen. I feel like this was, like, probably right there. Dude, I told you, we're gonna get good at this, bro. I mean, we may have died at the ball part, like, everywhere except for the first and last click again. But we almost did the wave part. And we're doing the cube part. Oh, well, except for right there. That was not it. But we're getting better overall. Okay, now I gotta listen to this music and see what part next. Maybe some, like, I don't know. This doesn't feel like a ship gameplay part. Could be like robot. We could do robot cube. I feel like we do an upside down portal here. Hold on, let me get a start pose back in this bit. Okay, we're gonna do that, and then let me turn off hitboxes real quick so I can see where my click landed, right about there. Then we can do something like that. Fuck. Then maybe some bullshit like that. Hold on. Chat, feel free to help me come up with the ideas too. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to buffer some of these jumps, which is kind of the idea. But I also want to do like this. Right? Is that gonna work? Hitboxes, show hitboxes, found it. Yeah, that'll definitely work. We'd also do something like this where we lower this slightly, just to give it kind of like a curve, because everything in this area is curved. So if we like curve the orbs as well, it'll probably look better. Okay, we can't do that though. Okay, that is way too easy, and also this needs to be this one. How was that? How was that? So the entry was perfect into this portal. The click was great. And then these two clicks were like pretty much exactly what we want. Because this is like far enough away from that spike to not be like impossible for me. And then this click, you know, we can let it be there. We don't have to go super deep with it because maybe this is necessary to get up on top of the block that'll be over here type idea, you know? Something like that. And then we can really just move in these spikes to make this section more difficult. Maybe something like that even. And then we can also move these spikes back just to mirror the same pattern. Because this spike being closer to this pink orb doesn't really add any difficulty. I mean, we could also, like, we could do this. That kind of makes more sense. And then, of course, we can give it the eyes and shit, you know, whatever. Maybe, like, spread them further apart. But besides that, you know, a little, like, club step mouth, you know? I would make them happy, like, happy eyes expression, but I don't know how to make, like, happy looking eyes. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try it, bro. He's just gonna be eyes. Blank stare. Some blocks just for the, you know, to give it its shape. And then... Okay, we gotta enter that right so we can actually, like, test things. I kind of want to see how I'm doing. So this click is pretty good. I'm doing that click a little late, but everything else, it looks like we actually did, which is great. So I need to get good at this while editing it, because I'm gonna need to be at a certain skill level by the time we start trying to clear this thing. But these clicks look pretty solid. We can run with those even. Let's listen to the music. Let's speed it up. And we're gonna go into a ship, and we're just gonna do a little straight fly section. Also, I can't forget about Spider. I always forget about Spider because it's like over here, bro. It's next to the swing copter, and I always forget about it because it's not with the rest of like the game mode portals. I mean, even the robot, that happens to me as well because like they're just not all on the same page, which I think is kind of silly. What we're also going to do here, just so that, well, we want it to be normal size. And then the other thing I want to do is I want them to hit the normal size portal first here. Hold on. Let me turn off hitboxes so I can actually see what I'm doing. So I want to hit the large size portal first because these slopes will then force the character into specifically this gap. And that's what I want because I hate in levels when the transition is ass. So to keep it from becoming ass, I would like to, we'll turn the alpha of these slopes to 0 and shit so that it all makes sense. But some transitions, game mode transitions are fine without slopes and shit, but some of them like this where you're going into like an immediate straight fly, I feel like it could really use this specifically. And now it's in line with everything else. I also want to take these and just so that it's a little more visible what's going to happen, we can turn those down. Yeah. But see, there's the problem. There's the only issue with this is that, especially if you're mini, you hit the slope and the slope makes you go in a weird direction. So we are going to need to bring this out a little bit so that it doesn't happen like that. Okay, it still happened. Hold on, lock in. Maybe we forget about this whole little thing. Maybe I'm a liar and we delete all that. Because clearly it's not working. It's not being helpful. It's actually being harmful. You carry a little bit of downward momentum there, which I don't like. You know what? Wait, bring everything back. Because a solution would be these little blocks here. Wait, is that lined up? That is not lined up at all. Hold on. Okay. That should help. That should help. Let's give it a few attempts to make sure it doesn't actually, like the slopes don't mess with you. Okay, it looks like it's pretty good. Okay, now we just need to do the actual straight fly section. And I want to make the click pattern real quick. I usually make the click pattern before making the part. That way it's natural for me when I go to beat it. I was kind of feeling like doing a slightly gradual increase, and I think that's exactly what we have there. You know what? I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, we can just do a normal straight fly there. I don't want to make it gradual increase. Bullshit. Whatever. Fuck it. Show hitboxes. Okay. Lock in. Is this gonna be too much now? Perfect. Okay, lock in. Lock in. Lock in. None of that. None of that. None of that. You know what? You know what? We're going to... I want a gravity portal here. I'm not good at gravity portal transitions, especially in a straight fly. But there's no better time to learn, right? Boom. that is the idea, okay? So for now, that's what we're gonna run with, and then I'm gonna try to make it difficult. Yeah. Okay, what the fuck? What did I do? What did I do? Okay, okay. Edit, and then... Perfect. Now this might be too difficult for me. We're gonna see that. Hold on, hold on. I feel like we can do that. I'm like the opposite of ship carried. I am ship hindered. Like 100% ship hindered, bro. I am like decent at most game modes, but like ship I'm ass at. So I feel like the ship in this level is gonna be just super not difficult. Fuck, dude, I'm dropping the ball here. Fucking heck. This is some bullshit, bro. Okay, we finally hit the fucking orb, but we weren't lined up, so I can't use that. So I'm trying to get the orb timing right now. I'm trying to do this straight fly somewhat decently, see if I can even like, see if it's even a thought in normal mode. But that is good because you can see our hitboxes towards the end, or like right in this little section, are right where they need to be for that that orb hit. And then I want to make just like spikes following this trail, and that be the whole thing. Like, I don't want you to have to click anything but the orb correctly, and it'll just guide you to the next part. That's the idea anyways, you know? Something like that. Hold on. I mean, it's a little tight. So I feel like you gotta hit this shit like perfect to get through here. But that's also like kind of the idea. And then we're just gonna do like pillars with it. This, when I beat this is gonna be the hardest thing I've ever beaten. Like, no lie. Like, this is way beyond like what I usually play. Does the spike actually sit like that? Like, it looks like it's sitting in the block. But I guess that's just how it sits. Okay. I mean, hold on, wait. I gotta check. Yeah, that's just how it looks. Okay. I haven't messed with the half spikes that much. Okay. Let's try to do this. Dude, this is gonna take so long for me to beat, bro. And you could probably, like, correct it with some clicks. As you can see, we made it through that doing it how we did it. Okay, those beginning clicks are gonna fucking suck. Hold on. Yeah, we were a little too high there. Yeah, as you can see, it's reflected as well by the hitboxes. You can see I was a little too high. Right now, I'm just trying to get some reps in, so, like, I'm not going into this with zero practice when we actually go to beat the thing. I need to get the click pattern down better on the straight fly section. Because right now, it is not it, bro. Okay, what the fuck? Oh my god, wait, we did the straight fly, like, pretty decent. And then right at the orb, we fucked it. Okay, hold on. I also feel like we should come through here and do like... Here, hold on. This is the idea anyways. You know, and of course we'll decorate this very nice and beautifully. But this is kind of my idea for this area. Something like that. And then I can also take this and scale it down just to make it look a little more fitting for this section. It's also like up too high. It should be a 4th down. And that also applies to this shit. Hold on, wait. This should technically be a 4th down. So that might like negatively influence everything afterwards. But we could also just bring everything else a 4th down, and I feel like that would match it like decently. Fuck. Oh my god, bro. I suck at this part. I mean, for real, I suck at the whole level, honestly. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. The ship part went well. We would not have died. We would have had a close call right here, but we would not have died. This ship straight fly 2 is like not even difficult. This is gonna be like for non-ship carried players. This level in general, bro. Let me see how I did over here. I know like this is decent. We only like would have clipped this corner. We might have died right there, honestly. Yeah, we might have died. Well, you know what? Fuck it. We definitely would have died. You can see the hitbox is already colliding. It's fucked. But yeah, we didn't do good at this ball part either. We did not. We didn't even make this click, bro. We made like 1 click. That sucks. Fucking failed that. We also had like some weird shit go on here. I'm trying to think if there's like anything I could do to like fix that. Maybe putting this here. That way you just always go. Yeah, that might be it. Okay, that was not it. Hold on. Wait, what if we did it to where the upside down portal? Is this it? No. 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 Yes? Yes. Okay. What if we just put the upside down portal here? Like that seems like such a better idea. You know, so it's like the last thing that you hit. That way even if you like fuck it up, like you should still be good. Like it shouldn't really matter what I do there anymore or how I enter that section. It should always be the right gravity. Okay, we fucked that wave so bad, but it's okay. Now, what if we do another orb timing in the middle of this? Because there's stuff happening in the music, but there's nothing happening with the clicking pattern. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We gotta stop being so bad at ship, though. That seems good because we click on a beat and then we release on a beat. I think that's like perfect clicking pattern for this ship part. Do we continue with the spikes theme? Because I feel like if we go into saws right now, like it's not going to be very fitting. You know, fuck it, we're gonna do it. And we're just gonna match the we're gonna match the hitboxes, so we need to turn those back on. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. That's good. This I don't like this. I don't like that saw. I mean, it's too closely resembling of the saw next to it. We need to have some variation in the saw blade, the saw bullshit, so that it looks like nice and neat. It looks aesthetically pleasing, you know. That's kind of what I'm shooting to say. Autosave, big W with the autosave. So since this isn't like a straight fly, I feel like I could probably do it, you know, to a tighter degree, since it is just 1 click and 1 release. It's nothing crazy. I don't feel like I'll have so much trouble with it, which is why I feel like I can make these tighter than I would make like a straight fly, because it is just a click and a release. You know, and you're pretty much forced to enter at only so many angles because of the spikes before it, that I feel comfortable making it this difficulty. You know, it is just one click, one release. We're gonna have to practice the shit out of this shit part, bro. Wait, that was actually really good. I got distracted that we actually did the fucking wave part. Hey, one time out of the last 50. Oh, again? We're getting better? Okay, well that was fucked, but whatever. Okay, something needs to happen here, because we are not doing good. We potentially might need to just move these back. That honestly could have been the whole fucking issue the whole time. It wasn't. It definitely wasn't. We just had a good run. Okay, whatever. We're gonna move on. I want to go try it in normal mode, but I know I'm just gonna die like 70 times and give up. And we're not even gonna make it to like the ball part but once. So we're just gonna scratch that. Let me put a start pose over here. Normal size should be fine. That was good enough to base the rest of the level off of. I wanted to go back to a slower speed here, so we're just going to go with normal. And then we're going to edit it down there. Also, I'm thinking UFO here. Actually, let's do the speed change later. I want to do it on that beat. Hold on. We can do like some UFO, like back on UFO shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like the old map pack type levels where you're a UFO going through the rob top levels. We're gonna start it off like that because or else you're gonna die to this saw or some bullshit. You know, I feel like it's just a decent transition. That speed change kind of fucking sucks though. Hold on. It's nice with these blocks here because you don't have to worry about shit. What if we did like a little spam section instead? I'm not good at spam, so I'm not going to include a lot of it in this level. But we could just do something like that. I don't even think I'll be able to do that, honestly. Okay, fucking hell. Oh yeah, it is like very fast speed there. Hold on. I mean, we wouldn't have died, but we did only click once throughout there. And we also would need to, fuck. We also low-key need to put slopes here. And learning from my mistake last time, we're gonna move this over that way so that we can fit one of these in here. So I think that's going to be necessary. Okay. Let's try that. Oh, we got shot down from that slope. Hold on. Let's put that one out further as well. Yeah, I think we die there. Hold on. That might be too difficult. That's not actually that bad. Yeah, I feel like that UFO part isn't even that bad. I'm gonna have more trouble with the ship part before it. We did do the straight fly, which is great, and we've been getting better at it as well. We did click here for some unknown fucking reason, which fucked up everything. But at least we can do the UFO part. I think we'll just delete all start poses and put the new start pose over here so that we can have a better area for practice. We are just gonna ignore that little spam section because we are gonna have to click play and then immediately like spam. So we're just gonna focus on the part after the spam. Maybe we delete all start poses and put the start pose over here and then edit just the edit the start pose. We put it into UFO mode and we can put it at 3 times because it's gonna change anyways. That should be good. That looks pretty good. Just want to center it with everything else, and then what do we want to do here? We need like a theme for this part as well. You know, I've been trying to be better about having like a theme because usually I just do like spike pillars, mouths. This is my typical ball format. This is sort of like the cube gameplay I do. Saws. You know, it's not anything original. It's not anything cool looking. So for this, maybe we do like mini spikes on like little blocks. It's like the same idea, but now it's mini spikes. So it's different. Maybe like right there. That timing looks a little too loose though. You know? Potentially. Something like that. So that's like one click gets you through there. Maybe we make it a little more difficult. That looks like about the same difficulty as everything else, so we'll go with that. And then, you know, we need another click here. Or another, some spikes over here to, you know, control that click. And then what I really want to do is click up here, go through the portal, and then, you know, click over here is the idea. But I'll have to get a, you know, some gameplay, some hitboxes down to see where exactly I want to put everything. Okay, that looks good. That looks like way too easy. Hold on. Yeah, I don't like that. Here, we're just gonna jump on the portal. I also need to move these spikes in. Hold on. Yeah, cause that's like too easy, bro. That's more like it there. This one can move in like over there. That's a lot harder. And then this we clicked too early on, so we don't want to move this one up too high, but I feel like we could at least do something like that. And then that clicks pretty decent. Hold on. I mean, we clipped it there, but we got the overall idea. Hold on. So yeah, that's definitely, you can see I made it through those, made it through those, made it through those. Definitely possible. I just don't want to base anything off like a bad clicking pattern. That's what I'm most worried about, because then when I actually go to play it and beat it, it's not going to be set up the way it should be. And that's like the biggest concern for me right now. It's just, I want to make all these click patterns exactly, or like all the gaps exactly how they should be for the click pattern I intend to do there. And you know, if I didn't want this portal to be just straight up and down, if I wanted to be like at an angle or something, I could always put like make this one like alpha 0 and then put another one at a slant or something more pleasing for the eyes, more visually appealing. Let's try, I think we could do this section in normal mode, which might mean that it's too easy. Yeah, now that we made it tighter, it's a lot harder. Wait up. Yeah, that's not that bad. And then we actually have some fucking music. We actually have some bass enter the cosmos here. Let's 9 seconds. This is gonna be the longest fucking 9 seconds ever, bro. Hold on. Okay, good start. Second click got us. Fuck. I wanted to make this hard, bro. So here it is, bro. Fucking hard. Okay, maybe too hard. We are operating on 60 FPS, but we do have click between frames. I don't know what, like, is possible on those settings, but this shit is ass. Hold on, that checkpoint fucking sucks. Maybe I just suck. Hold on. Dude, wait up. Okay. Guys, wait on. Oh, man, wait up. Like, that looks like fine, but I know I definitely hit that spike. That jump might have been good. But I'm kind of feeling like it is going to take way too long if I don't do at least that. We might need to go a quarter instead of an eighth. Okay, that's more like it. I feel like I can still die here, but maybe we got to make it harder. But, like, not the whole eighth back. It's just a bad checkpoint, but it's alright. That's a better checkpoint. So I like to go up at the beginning here instead of falling. What the fuck was that attempt? Oh my god. Hold on. We are never beating this? What? Dude, hold on. Give me some time. I'll get it. Fuck. Hey, we did it! But I didn't get a checkpoint. Epic. It's gonna take so long. I'm gonna practice this for like 17 billion hours off stream. That estimate is a little light, by the way. We're looking at like 18 billion. We'll get it. Trust, we'll get it. We'll get it. Told you, like, 1 out of 50. We're about to attempt 50, so we'll get it soon. Fuck. It's literally not that hard. What if I just put a... Like, entering the thing is, like, the hardest part right now. Don't quote me on that, by the way. Don't quote me. Fuck. Dude, I swear to God. Like, we did this earlier. Is it just the checkpoint? Hold on. Because it could be the checkpoint. Okay, it might have been the checkpoint. The checkpoint was making everything feel a little off. I need to click before it. You know what I mean? See, now we're doing good. Just need to click a little bit longer there. Okay. Okay, we clicked a little too long. We'll get it. Meet it in the middle. Dude. Might be the most, like, embarrassing practice mode of my life, bro. I built this level and I can't even do this shit. Brother. Just make it through the gap. It's literally easier to start from 0. What did I say? It's because I've done it in the editor so many times from 0 that I'm just used to the clicks from 0. That's gotta be what it is. Dude. Fuck! Dude, I gotta get this. Like, I gotta get this. It's like, it's right there. I'm considering making the wave a little bit easier because this is just gonna be too hard for me. But it's just like 3 times I've done it in the editor so far that make me hopeful. And the 1 time I've done it in normal mode. That I'm like, I can do it. I just have to do it again. Fuck, dude. We're gonna have to make this tight. Or make it easier. As much as I don't want to and I want to just, like, be better, I'm just not it. Like, I'm not there. I'm just not there with it. I mean, it's gonna be like an insane demon either way. Like, maybe an extreme, but I don't feel like I could beat an extreme. Even if I made it. Like, I'm way better at the shit that I make. You know, just because I built everything around my own clicking patterns, so everything's a lot more natural. I don't have to really learn much. So that makes it a lot easier, but I don't think I could make and beat an Extreme Demon. I just don't think I'm there. Like, as a player. I do want to include, like, every game mode. We might ditch Swing Copter. I'm considering even including Swing Copter, but if we include it, it's more likely to be the ball dual version than the actual RobTop added version. Just for, like, you know, just to say I was there. Like, I was here before. Are we even in practice? Fuck, hold on. Just to say, like, you know, that's the time I come from, before there was actual Swing Copter, you know. Okay, again with the checkpoints fucking me up. We just gotta raw dog it until we get to the ball. That's the only way we're gonna be able to do this. How do we die? What are we dying on, bro? Oh my god, and we got the checkpoint. Yes, we got the checkpoint. Okay, hold on. I can't wait to do that fucking 2 billion times to reach the rest of the level. Oh my god. Okay, now this ball part is substantially easier. I just gotta lock in. Chat, lock in. Fuck, dude. I gotta remember this shit. It's literally like 10 minutes ago that we were doing this or some shit. It's not that long ago. I gotta remember. This is literally gonna be the hardest thing I ever beat. Like, 100%. Even if we nerf this further, which we probably will, it's still gonna be the hardest thing, bro. My hardest demon right now is 9 circles, like, and I have 88 on Poltergeist. That's like my biggest achievements besides the RobTop levels. I'm not that good, but this shit is like a lot harder. Which of course is the idea. Oh, we almost made it. Hold on, that's actually not bad. Ah, we kind of need like a millisecond click right there. Like, or just need to hit the orb like a little different. I think we need to be a little higher on the orb. We're just like slowly moving up when we're upside down. Or down. Whatever. Fuck. Oh my god, dude. I clicked it one too many times. I clicked it twice. Okay, we got a checkpoint though. Okay, we're gonna get this, because it's just a click and release. Okay, we're doing it. It shouldn't be that hard, because it's just a click and release, and that's not as hard as Stray Flight for me. It takes like 20 attempts to do it. That spam there was kind of ass. Like, that's kind of just bad gameplay. This might be a little fucked. Fuck! Oh, it's like 120, 130 attempts for 9 seconds. Oh my god, we gotta nerf the shit out of this. Like, I don't want to. I want to just get better at it. But at a certain point, it's like, what are we even doing? Like, what are we even doing? We're just gonna do, like, a lot of little things, like... This part's, like, almost too easy. It's almost, like, impossible to die here. This is, like, freebie, so we can make that, like, a little tighter. So that it requires some skill. This part's fine. This part isn't that bad either. I'll consider moving this up, like, a little bit. And then this spam just has to go. Like, it's not that bad, but it's pretty annoying. Like, it's just not fun. The speed change is going to be there, and that's just how it's going to be. Because it needs to change speeds, and I've already built the rest of it off of that, being where it is, so... We're just gonna leave it. I mean, that's alright. I low-key just want to get reps in, for real. Fuck, we need to stop going so high. Like, after we go through that upside-down portal, I keep fucking it. That was better. Yeah, we keep going too high. Or too low, but... You know what I'm saying. We definitely would have died on some of these spikes here. Well, let me check hitboxes, but I definitely think we would have died on some of these. Show hitboxes. How am I missing it? It's like... Okay, right there. Ooh. Oh yeah, we definitely died there. That's what I was thinking we might have died at, and I was right. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be off there because I didn't do a thing I should have done. We're just gonna spawn it here. No, we're not. We're gonna spawn it back here. But we're going to give it the right speed. This way the timing of the music lines up. We're gonna switch game modes before the drop. We're gonna go spider here. That's better. And then we're gonna need more of these little mini spikes, because that's gonna need to go there, and then this is gonna need to go here, and then we'll make it more difficult, of course. Deselect, edit, move it over, deselect, so on and so forth. Okay, cool. Let's bring this in here. Let's go edit swipe, grab this, turn swipe off so we don't build swipe in a moment. We're also going to set this to normal gravity, and I think that should be fine for right now. Here, let me check the music. Let's speed this shit up too. We're going a little slow here. Let's make it a little faster. And then that's kind of like the basic idea, but let's put a jump orb here. Let's do some orb shit with the spider. Show hitboxes. And then honestly, let's put it over here so you have to like buffer that a lot. And then let's put the hitboxes back on so I can see exactly where to put these spikes. Probably go mini spike there. And then we'll just like fix that later. That should be fine, because we're gonna have to move, you know, that gap is gonna be, you know, everything that we have to work with. That's like the amount of space we have to hit that click. And then we're gonna mess with this orb timing a little better. We're going too early there on the first click of the spider. Yeah, did not fix it. Okay, that one was good. That one was good. Let's... Oh, that's tight. Yeah, and that's the natural click pattern too, so I don't know if I want to like deviate too much from that. But we'll get good at it. Yeah, we'll get good at it. It's fine. That's too close. Maybe we just click it faster. I don't know. I don't know, but we'll do this. And we'll let the decoration take care of that weirdness that's happening there. Or maybe not. Hold on, wait up. We'll put that spike there mainly for decoration. We can pull this back in, and we'll just use a different spike, I guess. I mean, that's fine. We'll just make this side tighter. I mean, that's fine. It doesn't all have to be like the craziest shit in the world. Some of it can be like just decently difficult. I mean, I say that now, but I'll go to try this in normal mode, and then I'll probably like that here 20 times. We're gonna keep up with the slope idea because I'm low-key digging it. I think it just looks good. I mean, that click has got to be the easiest shit in the world. We can go ahead and bring this up. Maybe not that far, though. What? Oh, I paused it. I was like, how did I die? I have no clip on. Okay, so that last click is definitely not that bad. But we did enter it kind of weird. We entered it late. I mean, this is exactly what I was talking about earlier when I was saying we were going against my natural click pattern, which is what makes me able to do the harder gameplay that I'm able to do. So let's just buffer that over a little bit. And then this click is messing with me a lot. I think what we'll do to make it more natural for me so I have an easier time beating it in the future is we'll just change these out for that. And that'll just make everything a lot easier for me when I actually go to beat it. That way I'm not struggling on a part that is not really that difficult. And it just allows me to make harder gameplay, which is like the whole purpose of this level, is to be like the hardest gameplay yet. I mean, we beat it. Definitely wouldn't beat it that time. Let's just get a couple reps in normal mode. We added an extra second, and it's gonna add like an extra 30 attempts. Hey, what do you know, bro? We're cooking. We're getting better. All those reps in the editor, man. It's also, this part isn't that difficult, especially compared to like, this click is pretty difficult. This straight fly is alright. It's not the worst thing in the world. This is pretty easy. This is pretty hard. I'll probably consider like editing this. Actually, you know what? We'll do a little bit now. We're gonna nerf this a little bit just because like it is one of the harder parts in the level. And I don't want to be stuck here forever. I know we already moved this, so I can leave that as is. This part isn't that bad. You just have to buffer there. That's the only real difficult part. This part isn't that difficult either. We will move this spike and this spike over just a tad to make it simpler. This is still pretty difficult, but I made it a little bit easier. And then this is gonna be what it is. I mean, we can probably move both of these for like a smidge, maybe back a little bit. And then let's just give it a go from 0. Let's give it a go from 0. We'll go practice mode and we'll see how we do. I want to test it like this throughout just to make sure I'm not making anything that is going to be impossible for me. Just because I'm not fucking Zoink, you know? I'm not a top 1 player, bro. I haven't beaten any list demons, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that good, but I am trying to make a level that's harder than my current skill set, so I not only get better, but, you know, make a level that is more, that'll probably be played by more people. Because probably the average player is better than me, I would assume. Especially for the amount of time I've been playing. People that have been playing the same amount of time as me are definitely better, you know? So making a level that is more dedicated to those people, you know? Because I feel like my gameplay kind of emulates that era. My deco definitely emulates that era. I am not good at deco, so it's like the most basic deco in the world. I'm gonna have to get a lot better for when we decorate this level. This click is literally immediate, so that's pretty easy. I'm happy about that. Click being easy. There is like one free click though. Every other click is difficult. Okay, now we buffed this, so let's see if it's still doable. I mean, it's not that bad. We just fucked up that click. That's all that happened there. Okay, we did that, which is nice. Got a good checkpoint. I have a bad habit of like straying upwards more than I stray downwards. But whenever I try to fix it, I end up just straying downwards too much. I should title this video "Man Dies Repeatedly Playing Geometry Dash" because like this is all this is at this point. Ah! I low-key gotta make this easier for me, bro. I'm not like this is not a hard straight fly, but that gravity portal definitely takes it there, you know. Now this click and release is a lot easier now. This isn't even a click and release. This is just, you know, it's whatever. It's just fly through the gap. It's not that difficult anymore. That UFO part is definitely one of the easiest sections so far. Along with the spider part and the ball part. Well, not the ball part, but the orb part. These two clicks have also gotten a lot easier. This part is like I'm getting better at it. This specific click, I am struggling with. So we're gonna make it a little bit easier. As well as this click is a little bit of a pain. This shit is also a little harder than I'd like. So we can move it up like a tad. That should be all it needs. Maybe a little bit more. And then this shit gets me, bro. And I don't know why it gets me so bad. I think it's just because of this portal being here. So maybe we like, okay, wait, I did that right. We could take this like down literally the smallest amount and do the same thing with the top here. Let's do 2 and then another 2, and then that just makes it a little bit easier so that, you know, the transition, you don't have to be the most goated straight flyer in the world, because I know I'm not gonna be able to beat it if that's a requirement. Okay, we didn't do that bad there. I really enjoy getting these reps in. It's so good for when I actually go and beat this shit. Okay. Now we need to continue this bullshit. Hold on. Let me see something. Okay. How long even is this? This is 10 seconds. Holy shit. Okay, we're gonna put a start pose here. Let's keep going. We got this. What if we just do like a bounce pad? You know, fuck it. Bounce pad. Let's make it on beat though, hold on. There's no way to make that on beat, hold on. We're gonna have to just do more gameplay, like real gameplay. That's not gonna work. You know what though? Let's do some slope bullshit. Let's have some fun with it. Hold on. Let's make some like crazy shit. Right? This is gonna go wild. Hold on. I just I'm gonna have to lock in and make cool gameplay for this, or else it's gonna be actually bad. But otherwise, I feel like this is gonna go hard. You know what? What if instead we just moved the whole thing over one? Deleted this. And I feel like that's a little better. Guys, what are we thinking? That might be it. I feel like that's it, right? Like, I'm not crazy for that. It's just making this with the spikes is going to be the interesting segment, because we're going to have to, like, do this with all of them. Have to, like, do some weird shit. That's not too tight. Hold on, wait up. We gotta look at the hitboxes. So yeah, that's definitely not too tight there. I might come to regret those words in the future, but for now, I feel like that's not that bad. This, probably right there, is gonna be realistic for me. I really like this idea, though, with the slopes and everything. I feel like it's a pretty cool, pretty unique segment. I haven't really seen this done anywhere, but I also don't play a lot of levels, so I wouldn't really be able to tell you. And nothing in this section is also that, like, bullshit, you know? It seems like it's none of the slopes are really gonna make you do something stupid, and then you're gonna be like, that's a stupid way to die, you know? I feel like there's nothing like that here, which is good. I would hope there'd be nothing like that. It's not my goal to make some, like, trashy part that you die at a billion times because it was designed poorly. It's not the goal. The goal is to test the skill, not be bad, and therefore people die because you can't be good at something that's bad. Or maybe you could be, but I don't want that to be gameplay. You know? I'm not making a lot of sense. I'm yapping. And I'm losing the plot. Okay, that's... I'm focusing way too much on the position of these spikes, knowing they're going to have to get replaced later, but... And then this, I just want this to be like a chasm full of spikes. Okay, that's not bad. Okay. That's it, you know? That's the idea. Kind of cool, I think. Also, definitely gonna want something here to make this part, like, actually, you know, require skill. I mean, it doesn't really require that much skill. You just click as soon as you hit the platform, which isn't really that difficult. And I'm making this timing really loose anyways. Let's go ahead and try that, though. I wonder how we'll do. I don't think we'll do that bad. But let's put it in practice either way. Oh, so you can enter that slope weird. Hold on. There might need to be an adjustment made there. Also, I'm not doing these gaps right now. Okay, okay, there's a little bit of an issue there. We kind of need to just... you know what? You know what we might do? We could just do an orb. We'll make it small so that it doesn't look silly and also doesn't decrease visibility. And then we can just put it there so that you can always click it, whether or not you hit the platform or not. And we can move that back to accommodate for like the curve that you're going to have going into it. Of course, we'll probably have to test this and tweak it, but for now, that's probably good. And then this timing is just a little too tight for me, so we're going to move that over. And you can also currently skip this blue orb by just hitting this platform, which we're going to negate with that. So let's try that. That should be a lot easier. Dies immediately. Hold on. Okay, that's a lot better. I mean, this first click is too difficult. Just compared to everything else around it, it's just too difficult. It just doesn't match. It's not balanced. Yeah, that's plenty possible. I love that in the music, bro. That shit's fire. Hold on. Let's try it from 0 again. I want to get good at this, like, already, bro. Like, I don't want to waste any time trying to get good. Even though it's just the layout. I feel like the layout would probably be the best time to learn everything. And get... I mean, we're not really learning, but getting the click patterns consistent and getting them down. I feel like... probably be good now. It's, because when we add the decoration, it's probably just going to be distracting. I didn't put a checkpoint. Good thing it put one in, like, the worst spot available. Huge for us, huge for our practice. We're getting a lot better at that wave though. We're gonna be able to buff that after a while. That's my theory, you know. Well, that's typically what I do in my levels is I make them, you know, I make them decently difficult for me specifically, and then as I get better at them, you know, I can realize, you know, some parts are just straight up easier than others. So I go back and buff them and then need to get better at them, but it doesn't take that long because I buff it around the clicking pattern that I'm already so good at. So it's not that bad. Also, big W doing this part first try. I think the nerf might have been too much, but yeah, we need a little break every now and then, right? Like, having a little break isn't that bad. Fuck! Also, low-key just a bad checkpoint, but we'll make it work. Oh my god, wait up. Oh! Dude. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got it. Fuck. It's literally not that hard. The smaller spikes are fucking with me so bad. Because it looks like so much more doable than it is. Like, it looks just easier. Also, that's just a bad checkpoint, so we're gonna not have that. This is a good one. We can literally just focus on the orb timing. Maybe not. Yeah, we're going... That's a little shitty. Hold on. Because we're not clicking it at, like, a bad time. But because we moved it down a quarter, I think we gotta move everything else down a quarter. I think that will help out a lot. We can also move this down, like, a quarter. We could do an eighth, but I feel like a quarter would be fine. Let's get there again, just for the reps, you know? I mean, we're getting better at this wave part. I was gonna say, I hate to show, like, the same part of the level over and over and over again, but I just low-key need to practice. Okay, good. We got the checkpoint down. Oh, that was nice. We just missed the buffer. Okay, let's do this. We're getting better, bro. 11 attempts. This used to be like 100 right now. And it's mainly because of the wave in the cube at the beginning. And realizing that it's easier to start from 0 than like 0.2% or whatever it is at the cube. Because the game puts a checkpoint at a very poor position there. We also might just need to nerf this straight fly. Because I'm not him when it comes to ship gameplay. I'm not him when it comes to any gameplay, but specifically ship gameplay, I fucking suck at. Okay, see, now, I think the gaps are just too tight here. I think the gaps are just too tight. I'm gonna spend 4 billion years at this part, and it's not gonna be fun. That is gonna be, like, so much more doable. And then, honestly, we might just need to bite the bullet. And do one of these. This should be, like, miles easier already. Like, even just doing that should be enough for me to, like, shave 20 attempts off that. We can also buff it as I get better. Like, dude, you see what I'm saying? Like, now that we're just getting better at the parts that we've nerfed, after we play them for a long enough amount of time, it could have been a fluke too, though. But we'll just be able to buff them as we get better. And the parts that I don't really get better at and they're always hard, I can just leave them. That's the idea. Okay, that was great. That was great. We did good there. I have confidence we could probably beat this in normal mode, but it would probably take like 30 minutes. But we're gonna have to get better. Okay, I'm so thankful for the checkpoint because I didn't want to do that again. And then this timing is still really hard. What is up? I'm Be Gone. You just getting here? How are you doing? We're building hardest level we've built thus far. Fuck that timing, by the way. We're definitely changing that. Because I'm not going to be able to do that in normal mode, at least not consistently. So I don't want to bother with dying there 4 billion times. Also because we moved it so close, we can probably upgrade that spike and then just move it further away. And then move that one away as well. Just so that it's not the same difficulty that it used to be. Trying to make hardest level so far. I made an update to my nostalgia run level. Alright, we'll try it. But basically this, let me finish out this practice attempt that we're trying to do. Basically what this is it's gonna be the hardest level we've built on stream. And I'm gonna be decorating it and fucking verifying it and making like a real fucking level out of this. And that's the idea. Okay, let me try your level. 129 778 135. Okay. Let's try it. I think I could probably one attempt it, but we're gonna do it in practice anyway. If I want to attempt it in practice, it's like just as cool as doing it in normal mode, right? I remember some of these clicks were kind of hard. We did not have to jump there. Did not have to jump there either. We're just doing the extra credit. This man be going at it on the trumpet. I think, or maybe it's like an oboe. This doesn't sound like a trumpet. This definitely sounds like... I forget the specific type of instrument group. A woodwind? I think that's what I'm thinking of. Sounds like a woodwind. Is this new? This shit feels new. I don't remember this from last time. Oh, is that it? Yeah, that's gotta be a new part. Pretty dope, dude. I like what you did with it. I like the style change up and the... I think there was a color change up there too. Honestly, I need a little break from the level that we're just playing. We're gonna do some runs on this level. Because I feel like we can beat this demon eventually, but... I don't want to sit here and try to beat it all in one go, like... I just don't find it that fun. Yikes. Bro, every time. It's not bad though, I mean, we don't do that bad. And 1.0 style, yeah. I mean, it fits the vibe. That's for sure. Oh, I keep forgetting you don't jump there, bro. That shit's so interesting. What? This part is so silly, bro. Like, it doesn't work half the time. Like, look at that shit. Like, you have to, like, buffer that green orb. And I forgot, but we made it anyway, so I don't care. I literally don't know how to not get the coin. Like, you just not jump as late? Is that the idea? Oh yeah, that's definitely the idea. Then this UFO part is like the easiest shit ever compared to everything else around it. And that one little click there with the mini ship is like ass too. Like so many ways you could do it wrong. Okay, back to this bitch. Okay, I'm Begone, you have to let me know what you think of it, and we're gonna do it in practice mode and see what you think. It's gonna take me a minute because this is gonna be the hardest thing I've ever beaten, let alone like hardest thing I've ever made, you know? So just bear with me, but I'll show you all the parts eventually, and their like difficulty through like how many attempts it takes me. That honestly went really well. We're probably not gonna be able to pull it off again. At least not that quick. I told you I fluked it. Like, I'm not that good at this part. Very Sigma, I appreciate that. I'm struggling to get back there, but how was I upside down there? What? But this is possible? Okay, no, it's not. Fuck! This part, I'm literally the worst at ship, so this is like the worst part for me currently. I don't know how we're entering that upside down occasionally. Okay, we made it though. Let's just do it again. I don't think this is possible. Oop, it is. It's very hard timing though from that checkpoint. Okay, we did it. Fuck. Okay, no worries. So, what's with... Dude, I don't know. You don't understand how busy I am. I'm like actually busy as fuck. Like all the time. I have like 4 million things going on. I literally, I have my job that I work every fucking Monday through Friday. And then on the weekends, I have to like, I spend time with my partner and my friends on occasion. And if I'm not doing that, I'm working, not at my job, but like a second job. It's not like I'm not obligated to do the work. It's kind of like a side job thing where I can, when I do the work, it's very like optional. And then if I'm not doing that, I'm making music. And if I'm not doing that, I'm sleeping. If I'm not doing that, I'm eating. If I'm not doing that, I'm streaming. It's just everything, everywhere, all at once. It's not like, I don't have time to do that shit, for real. Like, I'm sorry, but I have so much going on. And if I really just dedicated to streaming and I thought it would work out, you know, and I was very confident in that, I would just 100% lock in on streaming and like spend all my money on streaming equipment and put every spare second I have into like making good thumbnails and having good video ideas. But I just do this shit, you know, on the side to have fun. I enjoy the community that has become of this, like you and I Love Saints and Zip Zapper and Shrody and Sewell, which hasn't been here in a minute because I just streamed so late for him. It's like 7 in the morning for him right now. There's like no way he's gonna join. But like, I just don't really have time. And ZipZapper's been working on it. I just don't even have time to check in on it. Because literally after I'm done right now, it's 11 p.m. After I'm done with this, I'm gonna go out to my car to record vocals for a song that I'm working on. And then I have work I have to wake up at like 6 in the morning for work tomorrow. And I get like no sleep. So that's why I don't have time to do that. You know? And it's something I'd like to have time to do, but I just have so many things going on that it's like impossible. Yeah. It does kind of suck. I already get no sleep as it is, and I wake up late for work all the time, and I actually feel bad about that shit because like I go to work so late, bro. I'm surprised they deal with me for that. Like, it's actually crazy late how late I show up. You know, cause I just oversleep or like I have to do laundry tonight. I have to go, like, after stream, I'm gonna put laundry in my fucking machine, and then it's gonna be 50 minutes before I can even go to sleep because I have to put it in the dryer at some point. You know. But anyways, that's okay. It'll be alright. But like that, yeah, I just don't have time. It's not that I'm like trying to be lazy and shit. I just genuinely don't have time, you know. And if I do have time, you know, it's not like I don't want to have zero personal life either. So when I do have spare time, it's not always my first instinct to work on something streaming related. Just because I like to do other things with my time, then essentially be working. Fuck. I'm trying to work on like my timings. That was not bad, right? I think we would have done the spider part at least. Today I started a new series on my YouTube channel called Plotting and Showcasing Your GD Levels. I saw actually one of your posts where people comment IDs of their levels and I bought and showcased them on my channel. You'll probably be getting a request from me. Because I'm not going to be able to beat this anytime soon. But, you know, I'll see if you want to showcase my level. And then once I get it decorated, because this is going to be the first stream level we actually decorate. Once I get it decorated, you can showcase the decoration if you want. Like, giving you content would be a cool thing, you know? We're getting better at this shit. We definitely messed up on this timing, which I've been doing a lot. Or did we? Wait up. Hold on. We are still going pretty early. Oh, yeah. We are right on the spike. Okay. You know what I want to do, actually? Is I want to move it. Because what I'm currently doing is like my natural click pattern. And to make life easier for me when I go to verify it, I'd rather everything just line up with my natural click pattern. Because if I don't do that, I feel like that's kind of a bad idea. Because it's just going to make things harder. Because the level already has pretty tight timings for me, you know. The first video is part 0. Also, the spider part is so cool. I appreciate that. I was trying to do some cool shit with the slopes, you know. And I like that this, when you hit this little slope, it carries you over this like valley of spikes to hit this orb and then hit that orb and whatever comes next. Also, feel free to like submit a game mode request, or like, you know what I mean, like just give me an idea for the next section if you want. Like I don't mind. You know I don't mind doing that. We're also gonna make. I love slopes. I don't know what it is, but slopes are just baller. IMO. I'm sorry if I play this in the editor too much, but I just need no clip reps that I can easily stop and start. You know, because the button is like right here to stop and start it. You know. Did not do that good there, but whatever. Let's try to do the next part. Let's try to build the next part. Okay, well, we fucked up. We could just use a start pose, but again, I want to get the fucking reps in. You know what, fuck it. I don't want to do that shit 4 billion times until I get it right. Let's put it right here. Let's do some wave again, because I feel like I could be good at wave. And let's make it normal sized. Fuck. Dude, we are failing. That was actually pretty good. I mean, the spider part, you know, we actually didn't die, which is cool, except for right there. I like that. That's pretty chill. This looks like an extreme demon. I appreciate your input on that because I wasn't really sure what this would be. Right? You think you can beat this? I think over a long amount of time. Yeah. Okay, wait, that one of those gaps is, this gap is way bigger than the other gap. I'm also worried about how we enter this, but as long as we, hold on, I gotta fix this real quick. Oh my god, that is not the fix I was trying to do. But yes, I do think I could beat this at some point. Win? Don't know. It's gonna take a long time. It's gonna take a long time and a lot of effort. BRB? Alright, got you. Hold on. We gotta lock in here. And since we move this, we're gonna need to move this closer. Or, hold on. Let's just move all of it over back to where it was because it lined up with the music over there. The transition lined up. So we're going to move this. Make it a little wider. We could also just slow everything down, which I think is also a good option. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's just make it slow. Okay, well, we enter that weird now that the portal is more forward. Yeah, that's just not the entry we want. So let's move it back to where it was, and then take it all and put it back, because it's not really turning out how I want. That looks like it'll probably work. That's all fucked up now, huh? Need to come in a little later. I'm back. Welcome back. We got that though. That's like easy, easy. Easy. As I was saying, easy. Oh. What? Secret route? Fuck. Fuck, we missed like the last click, bro. Maybe if I didn't have hitboxes on. Yeah, that helped a lot. Not bad. What theme do you think your level will be? Now that's a great question. I kind of, you know, of course, my immediate thought is red and black. But I also feel like I should do something different with it. Instead of just making another red and black level. We also need to make this part harder. To be honest, we've got to make this part harder. Can we just hit the slope? Perfect. Perfect. Okay, now let's make this a little more difficult. That's more like it. That's more like it. Okay, cool. So now we're going to rotate. Quite the gap right there. Hold on. That is pretty tight. Chat, I got this, right? You guys believe in me? You guys believe in me, right? Like, we got this? Yeah, we got this. I feel like there's too much hell-themed levels, to be honest. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, too. That's what I'm saying about, like, the red and black shit. Okay, that might be too difficult. We're just gonna drop a little truth nuke here. That might be too hard. That might be too difficult. We're gonna need to widen the gap. At least to right there. We could even go another quarter, potentially, but we don't really need it. We don't need it. We don't need it. We don't need it. I forgot. Hold on. Forgot to build the rest of it. Lock in. Perfect. I have an idea. What's your idea? Like an idea for the theme? That is too tight. That is too tight. Let's use. Okay. No. 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 I don't think we do that. I don't think that's the play, good sir. To level with you, I don't think that. Also, these low-key gotta spin the same direction. How do you even edit that? You know what? I don't care. I don't care. No longer have interest. So for this part, I think we do some like shit like this. That's what I'm thinking. Or use a colors that mix well generator for the colors. I mean, I'd rather just think it up, personally. That's just me though. I feel like anything else is kind of lame. Hold on. I'm not liking that. Delete it all. Okay. What about something like that? Let's get a start pose over here. I don't want to do this 4 million times. And let's start off with mini too. I'm feeling that. Let's turn hitboxes back on for this. What song is this? This song is Sinister. The ID is 110.11.8. Is that clear? No. Oh, hey, now that's good. That's good. I like that. Now I can't click very fast, so I don't want to do like something like that because I know I'm not going to be able to do it. So what to do? We could do like a pink orb right there. That's fun, I guess, if you want to call it that. I feel like we also introduced saws here, just for the added difficulty and decorational effect. And we kind of have saws coming into this part, so it would make sense to continue with the saw theme. Also, we might have to move this one a little out of the way because that wasn't a really good click. That was actually good, no? Now what if you have to hit this, but like early enough so that you don't clip that? I don't think that's happening. I mean, maybe if this jump was different, sure. There's a mod in Geode called clickable dots that let you click the dots instead of pressing the blue arrows in the editor. You mean click dots? That sounds like harder. It sounds like a smaller hitbox. What if we just do a little fake action? But that's the fake. So this one looks like the fake, but it's not the fake. This one's the fake. You actually just die. Hit this one. I don't know how we're gonna make that possible. We're gonna have to make this one like, but this one you die. Maybe by putting a spike here. Maybe you just hit your head on it. Because right now that's possible from that orb. From that orb it's also very possible. Or is it? No, it is. It definitely is. It's just harder. What if we just did like... Or actually, I like that being there. What if we just covered up the entirety of the hitbox so that it was impossible, but it looks like it could be possible? No, that doesn't look like it's possible. That just looks like you're gonna die. What if we move it down? I want to know if there's any possible way that this could be done. It does not look like it. Even if you do this click really late, you still die on that. Like, that's almost the soonest you could press it, and it's not even close. So that's definitely gonna work. Oh shit, you can make that? Ooh, okay, we'll do that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that is definitely good. We will run with that. That is hard enough. You know what we could do is we could just delete that and put a big spike. It's fine. That's fine. And then we can do like that right there. That looks pretty decent. Pretty decently hard. This, of course, we can just throw in some spikes down there. Maybe put a little spike on the wall here for the added effect. Throw a couple saws in for deco. Perfect. This looks like closed-in gameplay. I've never seen that level in my life. So you can rest assured that it's not a copy of that level. Or no intention, at least, to be a copy of that level. And then we could do like orb jump. And then black orb. No, wait. That wants to be one of these. And then this wants to be a purple orb. But you want to buffer it so that you don't hit this spike. That's the current idea. And then this can all just be spikes and shit. And then maybe we make it so you have to like hit these early enough or at a certain timing. And then we can also deselect, we can scale this down just so that it like looks a little more appropriate for this section. Maybe leave that one like a little bit bigger. And then this one can also be made smaller just to match the vibe. Maybe this one too. Just start scaling everything down a little bit. Not the level gameplay style. Oh, yeah. I thought since the C was capital, you were referring to something specific. Yeah, it is kind of meant to look like that. Hold on. Okay, wait. Kind of, like, it's not very CPS heavy, but it is, like, kind of hard, I guess. Okay, we went to the moon. Wonderful. Oh my gosh, we just barely buffered too long. We also have to move this up a little bit so we can actually do this properly. And then we're definitely throwing a saw right there so that never happens again. And then we're just gonna let it fall. Okay. Now we do clip there, so we're gonna have to move this whole thing over. We can probably just move it over like that much. And I don't want to blind click here because this looks like it's about to be a setup for a blind click, so we can just like blue pad back down because I don't want to be a douchebag. I don't know why when I type I make like half the word I type capitalized. Right, you're doing it on purpose now. You did not do that before. This is lies. This is slander. This is not true. Chat, clip that. Don't actually clip that. That's just me voice lining for no reason. There's like nobody in chat that would clip that. Yeah, I like how tight this looks. Like, this looks like scary as fuck. Like, if you don't die from the gameplay, you're gonna die just because it looks crazy. That's the idea. Don't cry, it's okay. I can't wait to try to beat this in normal mode. Let's go do it. Great start. Not bad. We'll get that though. We just have to hit this second blue orb late. Look at that! Hey, that's pretty good. Hey. It's really not that hard, but it felt good. is like a nice little break before whatever we do at the, whatever crazy shit goes on at the drop. This shit is tough though, right? I have an old impossible level called Stereo Schmadness. And you can submit it for me to play if you would like. Okay, let's try this in normal mode. One attempt, we got this. Okay, 2 attempts, we got this. Alright. It's not public, but you could submit it unlisted. I'm pretty sure we're friended. This is definitely an extreme demon though. I think you're definitely right about that. Ooh, we're cooking. Instead of restarting, I accidentally deleted the checkpoint, so we're gonna have to get there again, which is fine, because this UFO part isn't even that hard. I say that. Okay, yeah, I know I'm gonna die here at least a couple times. We're gonna have to, like, nerf this. Fuck! Okay, we forgot to hit that late, but that's okay. I'm gonna make a showcase of it on my YouTube right now. Okay. See ya. I took like 80 attempts, but most of them came from this wave section, which we are going to nerf, for sure. I'm not going to be able to do this consistently, let alone at all, so we will be changing it. We will be changing it. Because right now, it's like not... It's like a quarter larger than 1 block gap, so that's a block and a half of distance. That'll be a lot kinder. And maybe it's a little more doable now. Alright, let's try from the start. It'd be nice to be able to beat it 0 to 100, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Okay, we almost didn't put a checkpoint there, which would have been awful. I mean, not that bad. We're getting a lot better, and we're nerfing sections that are just simply too hard for me, so we shouldn't be that bad off if we miss a checkpoint. Also, we can totally cheese that with the ball if we just click throughout that little slope section that levels out our icon. So we're gonna need to put like a right side up portal to make sure you can't do that. The importance of playtesting. Oh. Hey, we kind of nailed that. Okay, wait, we need to not be able to die there. Yeah, that's an issue. You're gonna have to fix that, like, next time we go into the editor. I cannot forget about that. That shit is so abysmal. Ooh, we did pretty good there. The second blue orb click is, like, the hardest part of this whole little section. Yeah! Oh my gosh, that was only like 48 attempts, like 30 attempts gone from this part not being dumb anymore. And then this also needs to change a little bit because there's some silly stuff happening. And I think what we do here is just move this. That's it. You can also probably rotate it. And then that's the solution. Maybe it's not the solution. Maybe we free rotate and do something like that. I think that's a better solution. Let's try the normal mode again. I want to get some good reps in. This first mini wave part is like currently gatekeeping the rest of the level from me, but I think we can get it. I'd rather just get good at this part because I know this mini wave is already not that difficult. I'm just not good at the clicking pattern, so I'd rather just get good at it than like nerfing it, because it's not one of those things that's just too difficult. It is definitely not that difficult. I just need to get good. Same with this UFO part, like this UFO part isn't that difficult. I just slip up. Oh, yeah, that's an issue. That's an issue that's gonna need to get fixed ASAP. There we go. Now, before we even enter the wave portal, we are definitely going to be normal sized again. Okay, perfect. Okay, lock in. Hey, we're getting better, bro. We're definitely getting better at that wave part. Okay, come on. Come on, not the ball part. Fuck. And I think this is only like 5 seconds in. We have gotten so much better at that shit part, dude. And we're getting better at the spider part, too. Okay, not bad. We just need to hit the last click. Dude, I don't even look at the spider part here because I know the clicking pattern so well that I just literally leave it to muscle memory. Which is kind of a bad thing. So if I ever lose that muscle memory, I'm going to be screwed there. Okay, we literally had that. Just had to hit the pink orb. Nice, dude. That was not that bad. Some parts we kind of struggled on, but overall, not too terrible. Okay, we got to do better than that. this level is literally gonna be for non-ship carried players because I'm so bad at ship. The shit that's difficult for me is like not even hard. Okay, also, everybody, I think we're gonna end stream here just because it's getting late. I mean, I'm really motivated to keep making this level because I really like the gameplay, which usually isn't the case. Usually I hate the gameplay, but I worked really, like, I thought about what I was doing a lot while I was making this to try to make it the most interesting thing possible. I don't even know how that's even physically possible because the hitboxes do not offer that, but whatever. But I'm actually really happy with this gameplay, and I would feel good, like, decorating this and verifying it and beating it and shit. And posting it, so... We'll definitely be back to this level. We're not gonna let this one fall away. Or, you know, just, like, phase out. But, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I stream every day if you enjoy the content. We've been streaming for 2 hours. We've been working on this level for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Oh my gosh, bro. That is so long. Yeah. But it turned out really nice. Most of it was us just doing attempts, to be honest. But I'm happy with whatever, like the 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds of gameplay that we have. It's actually pretty dope. I really enjoy that gameplay, and I think it's going to do well. And I think it'll make for a great level. But until next time, peace.